Once again, this is Jully Tech Clinic, and today is a beautiful Wednesday here at Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and we have received this laptop. It's from one of the company, and this is HP ProBook 1182. So our client told us that this laptop doesn't power on. My first procedure, as usual, let me try to inject some voltage from my bench PSU from my DC power supply. I find nothing, and the charging LED seems to be very loose. Okay, let's see to the bench PSU. My DC power supply, you can see nothing, 0 milliamp. So this indicates a dead motherboard, but I guess even this DC jack might have the problem because it's too loose. And look, this time it consumes 6 milliamp. Still, that's not enough. So let's go and disassemble to see what's wrong with this. Be with us. Going to take our board out now. I have the set of my screwdrivers. Okay, yes, but it seems it has already been disassembled, so there was an attempt to repair it. Let's go and check. Remove some remaining screwdrivers. So it seems it had already been disassembled because the screws are just loose. So let us take the keyboard out this way. Yes, keyboard out. This is our board. Trying to make some physical observation on the board. As you can see, everything appears to be good. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out our motherboard because I cannot even trace the DC voltage coming through the DC jack due to the structure of this board. So let me go and remove the motherboard. Let me take the motherboard out. Yes, getting our motherboard out, moving some of the screws. Getting out some screws. I have SSD out. Let's get out some screws. Try to see what's wrong with this. Let's go and access the DC jack, which also seems to have problems. Getting a bit route. Yes. Let's try to get out the motherboard. Yes, getting our motherboard out. Get our motherboard out. Let me remove this network card. It might act as a barrier. It's getting our motherboard out. Yes. So guys, this is our board. We have successfully taken it out. Now let's go and try to access it. As I told you, I was worrying about this DC jack. Seems to be loose, but let's try to observe it. So I'll take my cable from my DC power supply and try to inject it. I see the readings, guy. See the readings. See, it reached 0.1, then it drops to 0.3, 0.1 to 0.3. So let us check the consistency of voltage in the DC output. My multimeter to DC voltage mode. See what do we get. Check what do we get. So the first thing I'm going to check is to check the consistency of output voltage in my DC jack. I'm going to check the consistency of output voltage in the DC jack. I get 3.95. Okay, 3.95. That's not enough. Why? Speed of 19. What's wrong? speed of 90. Let me try to tighten the DC jack. You see, so when I tighten, the voltage reaches 19. So the first procedure is to try to replace this DC jack, because also this has a voltage sensor. You can find it having 3 cables, ground, positive, and the one for sensing the adapter type. So if this is broken, it can really cause the problem. So let's go and try to find the donor board so that we replace the DC jack. Yes, so let me try to find the donor board. You can see this is the original board and I have my donor board here. Let me see the anatomy. The anatomy seems to be okay. Let me see whether it works or no. Donor board. Our donor board. Let us check if it works or not. Going to this output. 1.5 volts. Yes, 19.5 consistently. So this DC jack might work. Let me take my rework station so that I replace it. Yes, now let me go to my rework station, then skyrocket the temperature to at least, yeah, it is already set to 450. Volume even 30% is enough. Yes, so I'll use the workstation mode. Let me try to have a tweezer for this procedure to be complete. Yes, now let me go and remove this DC jack from my donor board. This uses blue pin. Now we can wonder, this machine failed to turn on, and even when you tighten the DC jack, didn't turn on. So, but we have confirmed that there was no consistency of output voltage in the DC jack, on the DC jack. So let's go and replace this one. Check if there will be some improvement. This can be burnt. It has some plastic, so much care is needed because it can get burnt. This is a plastic. This area is well soldered, so you must use high temperature, at least 400 degrees Celsius. But also, you must put it for a long time. If that's the case, let me try to apply the heat on another side. Yes, this material, wait. It out. I have removed this cap of my workstation because it seems the procedure took a long time. Let me spread wide heat to remove it rapidly. It seems to take a very long time than usual. Let me try to apply it this way. Yes, very efficient. So what next is to remove this jack from my old motherboard, from my original motherboard. Yes, I'll try to check the anatomy. It looks this way. So let it get out too. Shall replace it with this one. Getting my original motherboard's DC jack out. Let us apply some heat. Yes, it's out. Taking my DC jack from the donor motherboard and inserting it. I'll insert it there. Already inserted it. So what's left is to solder it with the real extension. Using a real extension. Temperature already set to 450 because this area requires a very high heat. Trying to insert my jack. Yes. Well inserted. Yes. Well inserted. Yes. As you can see now, this jack is well soldered. Let's go and test it. Look guys, look. You see? The LED, charging LED is on. You can see the charging LED is on. And it takes, let's see the amp it takes. Amp is rising now, around 1000 milliamps, 0.1 amp, that's enough. 1000 milliamp, that's good. See? So it takes almost 1000 milliamps, something that's good. And the current is rising now to 2000 milliamps, as you can see. But our machine is on. So let's go return it to the board to see whether it works or not. This is the board, so let us insert the board. Let's insert the board. Yes. Okay. Trying to set back our motherboard. See what's going on. See what's going on. Getting our cables back. Yes. Sometimes when you wear these gloves, they prevent you from working hard. Yes. So, getting the touchpad cables back. Set the SSD. Oh, still I can test it without SSD. So let us try to test. Let's try to test it. Let us try to test whether it powers on or no, without even inserting the keyboard. Let's test it. Getting our DC power supply in. Let us check whether anything happens. I can see my amps are rising. I can also see my LED is on, so let us wait. Yes guys, you see our laptop is on. Yes, our laptop is on. So we can find that the problem in this laptop was just a disturbed DC jack. Once it has been disturbed, it can prevent the laptop from powering on. Please make sure you support us by subscribing to our channel. Don't hesitate to like, but also if you have any comment, never hesitate to share. Thank you. Let us meet again next time.